Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Megan.
And I'm Sierra. For today's video, we are ending the year off with our best and worst purchases of 2021.
Because we did this video probably a couple months ago, unless it was all the way like last year.
Wow.
And so we just thought it'd be fun to do a little reflections, see some things that we really liked that we purchased, and also things that we're like, we probably could have done without the
Probably could have spent our
purchase.
money in a wiser way. Also, it's like hard to think of like every purchase that you make throughout the year, so I'm sure there might be something that we like forgot that we absolutely loved, or something that we definitely should not have spent money on. So if you guys can like think of that from watching our vlogs, let us know.
Just point it out to us, yeah.
Before we get into our best and worst purchases, we want to thank Ana Luisa for sponsoring today's video.
We've worked with Ana Luisa quite a bit in the past few months and even just in the past year, and honestly they're our favorite jewelry company.
Yes.
Their pieces are incredible, and if you're looking for any way to just dress up a very simple outfit, they're the place to go.
Yeah.
Especially, we like their necklaces a lot. We don't have our ears pierced, but like their earrings are so
I know,
cute.
if I
Honestly,
did have
it
my
makes me
ears,
wish I had my ears
a little bit,
pierced.
like the little gold hoops.
I
on them,
know.
So I'm like, I should maybe pierce my ears, but I haven't decided to do that yet. But yeah, like Megan and I wear very simple, casual, basic outfits, but when I throw a necklace on or a bracelet, I'm like, look at me really stepping
I know,
it
and
up.
I get compliments like very frequently when I wear their jewelry too.
So the necklace that I'm wearing is actually a new one that I got recently. It's this beautiful gold rectangle kind of thing with a rose on the inside. This is like my first like big statement one. I feel like a lot of them are kind of like little small like diamonds or like
Daintier jewelry.
daintier pieces, but this is more of a statement one, so I kind of like it.
And then we'll put the names of the ones we're wearing on the screen, but then my first necklace is this it's not a gold chain, but it's just like a gold flat necklace.
Yeah.
I think it's cute for something different, just like a little thicker, because I do have one that I got forever ago that was just like a dainty gold chain. I love that one too. And then this one I've had my eye on for quite a while, and it has just like this green pendant on the bottom, and it's pretty close to our birthstone. So I just really wanted it. I think that green looks like good with like brown hair. So it's just like a nice little pop of color that I thought was cute, and I was very happy to get this necklace.
The other great thing about Ana Luisa is that they're a very sustainable jewelry company, and so you don't have to worry about what your money's going towards. They do everything very sustainably, and they also make the jewelry in very small batches to avoid making excess waste.
Another great thing is if you check out Ana Luisa's website, their jewelry has a very wide range of prices, so you can definitely look for something that's going to fit your budget as well.
It's also the holiday season, so if you're looking for a gift to give someone, I'm sure that you can find like jewelry that would fit anyone in your life's personal vibe, because it's very simple, so I feel like you could like give it to anyone and it would work. Ana Luisa is also currently running their biggest sale of the year, so you can get 10% off of anything on the site.
Also, their last chance jewelry items are up to 60% off, which is a really good deal.
Yeah, quite the steal.
So definitely go check out our link. It's in the description down below, and see what pieces you might want to get for yourself or for friends and family, because it's a really good deal, so you don't want to miss it.
Thanks again to Ana Luisa for sponsoring today's video, and now let's get into our best and worst purchases. Alright, let's start off on a high note. We're going to do our best purchases first. So this is stuff where it's like, we're here at the end of the year, we look back, and what are we like, I'm so glad that I bought that. And Megan and I both wrote our lists independently first, and then kind of like shared what we had, so we didn't have the exact same list.
But there was one thing that we both put that we just had to keep on both of our lists.
And that is books. I specifically put like my first book that I bought, which was Murder on the Orient Express. Murder on the Orient Express. That's always like, I run my words together when I say that book title. But it was just the start of something new.
Yeah, this year was, I feel like it's so weird to say that book or reading has become trendy, but like it kind of has. I feel like Book Talk and BookTube have like taken over. They're literally making book talk tables at Barnes & Noble and stuff.
Yeah.
So clearly it's had an impact, but it's just been so fun to get into a different habit this year, and something that gets us like off of our phone and off of like technology and social media. So
and
I just miss like, I didn't realize how much I missed reading until I started reading again. So.
And it's such a different experience.
These
than,
books
like,
are great, but like I'm just holding them up for reference to any and all books I've read this year.
From like watching a movie and a TV show, it's like such a different experience, because you get to like make things in your mind, like what you want to envision as like what the characters look like, what the places look like, and so it's just something completely different. And I'm so glad we got into reading this year, and I love all of my books as decor and like the cute covers and everything. So
probably, a spendier habit, but well.
Do I regret it? Not really.
Another very crucial discovery that I, as well as like everyone else, has made this year is the incredible power of Abercrombie jeans. I don't know when we got our first pair. Actually, my first pair. You got yours for Christmas
last year.
And those are great, but like I realized after like Sierra getting her first pair last Christmas drew me into looking at Abercrombie jeans more. And then I decided to get my first pair, which wasn't these, it was like a white pair, and that was like the 90s ultra high rise like straight leg fit, and I was just like, wow, jeans? I love these jeans. And so this is just like another color option in them, but the 90s high rise or ultra high rise straight whatever fit it is, that's my favorite one. I think it's a lot of people's favorite. and they just fit so well. They have curve love options, cinches in your waist a little bit more, but I've seen everyone raving about these jeans, and I just can't rave about them enough because I think they're
And
really
these
good.
jeans are about $100, and so I feel like for some people it's going to be on the pricier end, but like for a good, solid, like perfect pair of jeans, like I truly have no complaints about them. I'm willing to spend $100 on a pair of jeans.
Yeah.
So, no complaints
Love
there. All right, another great purchase that we made this year was our new podcast equipment. We started off the year with our Blue Yeti microphone, and we'd had that
And
for
honestly, would
at
absolutely
least a year.
recommend that.
And we've
too.
used it a couple times this year because like sometimes we've had
Sometimes
issues.
this has, you know,
A few issues. But really overall, I love the fact that we have our own separate microphones for once, and we don't have to record in the closet anymore. Because I remember when we first started using this, for like any
There's a
small, minor sound that we made, where like in our closet, it would have been like, oh, stop recording.
yeah.
We like were listening to it and we're like, did we even hear
Like this, you
anything?
can hardly pick up anything. Like I swear, there's a train that goes by our apartment, and we do stop recording still when like a train goes by. But like sometimes I wonder if you
it's,
can
like,
really pick it up because
yeah.
that's how good these microphones are at like hiding background noise. So.
And it's just made podcasting in general a lot more comfortable. We can do it on a bed, on the couch, like wherever we want, instead of having to go into the depths of my closet and like sitting on the ground.
Yeah, it's really convenient and a little bit easier to pack out too, I think. So, you like it a lot. It's the H4N Pro. Okay, next crucial discovery that we've made and honestly put a lot of our classmates onto this year as well, Athleta work pants.
They are
So-
expensive.
'cause
Okay,
clinical-
they are.
Has been, you know, it's forced us, because our first big clinical experience was our 6 weeks over the summer, and so that was when I was really like, okay, I need to get clothes to wear for this, and I need it to be stuff that I like, because we've had
And-
stuff from in the past from like Express or like Target, and it's okay, like they work great. Some of them are even like stretchy, so I can't complain about them for that aspect, but like these,
Outpatient physical therapy is just like a whole nother beast when it comes to figuring out something that you need to wear that's also practical, because we are like movement experts. We have to be able to move things, or we have to be able to move and show patients different things that they're supposed to do. And so you have to have business professional pants while still being able to move in them, which is not a good combo typically.
Yeah.
But Athleta has really figured it out. We have a couple different pants from them.
these pants specifically, I really like. I might honestly be getting, because I have these pants in a different color, but I really might want them in black too, and this is technically Sierra's pair, but they look just like business pants, but they're so stretchy.
So
Sierra can do
stretchy.
little, you know, yeah, and they're nice and like good thickness, good length. These are like 7/8 lengths. These are the like stellar crop. You should be able to find them using that terminology. The back has like actual nice like work pant like pockets, and there's like the like button closure is like pretty much like work pants too. So comfortable. These ones even also have pockets on the side.
I love
like, they're
it.
not that noticeable when you wear them, because sometimes I know side pockets can like stick out. But this I think is handy if you were to have something that you like need to have a side pocket for and like put something in. These are just so good. They're kind of like
Also-
mid to high rise, and I think that they just look really good on too. Like it's nice to feel nice
Yeah.
when you're working and like this is what you're
The
wearing.
Brooklyn Athleta pants also are another work pant that we have that's not quite as like nice as those, but I'd still wear them when I clinical, and they're
Yeah,
comfortable
and
as
those are
well.
the ones specifically that we like put on like the rest of our PT program, because like we made the recommendation because like we wore them, or Sierra was
I think I wore them
wearing
to
them
class one time for
to
presentation.
class, and people were just like, where are your pants from? Because they're
Exactly.
so
Athleta.
cute. They're like, that's a little bit thinner of a material, but again, like really great to have options. Expensive pants, but like for what we need them for, like we're absolutely getting our use out of them.
Okay, the next purchase that I have is actually a recent purchase. It is my Steve Madden Howler boots that I actually just recently got in a vlog, I think in November or something. I just think the color on these is so cute, and I'm always iffy when it comes to buying boots for like the fall and winter, because I feel like I'm not a big boot gal. Like it never looks right on me, but I try these on and I love, like the heel is perfect because it's a clunky heel, and I don't like, you know, pointy heels or like high heels, so I just feel like it's great. It does not make my feet look huge, which I feel like is an issue sometimes when I try boots on, and I've been wearing them quite a bit, getting my use out of them. They are expensive, yes, but I get my use out of them. I think they're really cute.
Another one of my favorite purchases that I've made this year is my plane ticket to Hawaii. If I had to pick like something specific, obviously like our whole trip to Hawaii was good, but I just remember that when we were thinking about going on our trip again, we just like weren't really sure, and we were just like, I don't know, should we go, shouldn't we go? And I don't regret going at all. It was such
so
a fun, good trip. It was one of the highlights of my year, and I just think that I don't regret that at all. And also something that was kind of a little bit good was that since we had paid for tickets technically prior, we had like a certain amount of credit we had to use to like rebook tickets, and we were kind of able to like only pay $200 more, and it was just a little less painful to like fly somewhere closer or fly out of somewhere closer, so I thought that was also kind of good in a way.
Yeah.
But it was like technically more expensive because we still already paid the money, but like we paid it a year ago, so it didn't feel as bad.
My last best purchase that I have to share is actually a very random one, but it's also inexpensive, which is good. We got a meat chopper or grinder or something at the beginning of this year, and when I tell you, like, for the past however many years that we've been living on our own in an apartment, making tacos or just like just anytime to like grind up meat
Pretty
when
much
you're
like
cooking,
tacos.
it's like we'd always use our spatula or something to like try and cut it up, or like we'd use a knife, and we're like, there has to be a better way, like this is just not convenient. And so we're at the grocery store one time, we found this like meat chopper, and it's literally so perfect. Like, it's just so inexpensive and it solved all of our problems. And I was like, Dad, because we're talking to our dad about this issue while we were at his house over winter break, and we were like, you need to get one of these, it's life-changing.
Okay, another great purchase from this year was getting the iPhone 12 Pro. This is the first phone, Sierra has the same one, but this is the first phone that we've had that has like the wide, like zoomed out option, and that has been so helpful for like vlogging, picture taking, and I really like having the option to do the zoom out, and also just like the quality is better on this phone. So like when we were in Hawaii and Maggie had
like
this
Maggie,
phone
you're
before
trying to
Sierra and I
picture
did,
phone.
she was the only person taking pictures. Like it was just like that much better. And I still don't, like, I don't always use the zoom out option with every single picture I take, but I think it's always nice to have the option to do that. And for vlogging, it makes it so that we can like not have our phone like a million feet away. Like if we're recording discreetly at like the rec or something, it will zoom out and like it's a foot away from me. It's so handy. So that is also another good purchase. And then my last one, since I think the clinical pants was Sierra's and I technically started talking about it like it's mine, is my haircut that I got specifically in September, because before that, like in Hawaii too, when I got my hair done in May, I had it like growing out in a like way that I did not like, because it was just like very, you could just tell it was growing out, and I didn't like how it looked. So then in September, she was able to like blend it out, and it's growing out very nicely. And I just really like how my hair has been looking since then, and it was expensive, but I will be
Hair's
going
always
and doing
expensive.
it again, so I do not regret it.
Alright, on to the worst purchases. We don't have any of them here with us, which kind of
Yeah.
makes sense because they were our worst purchases. The first one that I'm going to say is the Anthropology Blanket that sits at the end of my bed that I got at the beginning of the year when I redid my room. I do love the blanket. It's very nice and soft, but I don't really use it ever like as an actual blanket because it is like so big and like cumbersome that I kind of tend to grab like my small gray one that like I bring from room to room. And it was a very expensive blanket. Do I love how it looks in my room? Yes, but I also probably could have accomplished the same look for less. I think that like since I worked with an interior designer for my room, she just kind of sent me a ton of stuff, and I was like, oh, like I'll just like go with a lot of stuff that she said to go with, and it was a very expensive blanket, so that's probably not the best purchase.
My first one is actually, like, I don't regret really any of my purchases, honestly, because most of them, like, I don't know, I'm just not like a regretful person.
It's a learning
But
experience.
the first thing I have is like our Arel swimsuits. Again, like we made a video that actually did like pretty well, so like I'm not gonna say I regret like getting the swimsuits and doing the video. But like during the video, I think that I was a little more forgiving to the swimsuits than like upon reflection I am now. Like I'm probably not going to wear those swimsuits again, just because like I've realized after trying to wear them again, like quality matters a little bit more to me than like what those swimsuits offer. I think they're a good option for other people, and like picture-wise, you can probably like do good things
I
with
posted
them.
an Instagram picture.
But
that was
like
cute,
comfort-wise, like you can just tell the quality's not there, and it makes you not want to wear the swimsuits. And therefore, it just kind of reminded me to like have a little more intent for like what I'm buying, so that I actually like do want to wear it. So
the next purchase that I regret buying is the Canon G7X camera that we bought over the summer. So we did need 2 cameras because we lived in 2 different locations, and so Megan took the Sony camera that we're actually using to film right now, and then
so we always vlog on.
I decided, okay, we're gonna get another vlog camera. We'd always wanted to get the G7X, even
Like
like
before we
this
got this
camera.
one, we wanted to get that one, but this was like the only similar camera they had in stock. So we're like, okay.
So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna try and get the G7X because that's the camera they've always kind of dreamed of having for a vlog camera. And maybe I just like haven't fumbled around with it enough, but I did make like 2 or 3 videos when I was on my own with that vlog camera, and I just felt like it was a little bit more tricky to use than this camera was, and so I guess I wish that I would have just gotten another one of these cameras than the G7X, and we haven't used it since then. We currently still use this camera to vlog.
And like cameras are not cheap.
They aren't.
I mean, it probably might come in handy later, especially like let's say we do decide to do video podcasts. Like, well, having 2 cameras is not like a bad thing, but also it's just like the coloring of it just seemed like different, and maybe we weren't used to it. But I like when other people use the camera, so I didn't expect to like be so thrown off by how different it looked when we used it.
Again, I think it's like probably still a good camera, and we could potentially use it in the future. It's just kind of depending on, like, it didn't replace this camera, and I probably would have rather just had another one of these cameras.
Okay, I'm literally gonna have to insert a picture of something because this is the most random niche purchase ever. But I purchased on Amazon like a $20 rear view mirror because of a specific picture on Pinterest that I found that inspired me. It was like, the mirror was on a boat, so if next summer when we're on the boat I can recreate that picture, it will not be a waste of money. It was only $20, and you know, whatever. But I thought in my head, I was like, I could justify it for like, oh, I'll use it for like more things, like just need a mirror, like mirror picture, blah blah. And I've used it, like, I've brought it a couple places, but it's just kind of like
You never actually like use
odd,
anything.
you know. So next summer, I'm hoping for the boat picture. But beyond that, it was definitely a weird, interesting purchase.
I was even telling Maggie when
part.
she was buying it, I was like, are you gonna really like use this that much?
And now it just sits it sits on my dresser behind my TV, so
yeah. Okay, the next worst purchase that I have is the gua sha that I purchased for a TC2 video a couple months ago. I used it for 30 days straight. Didn't really see any differences. Like, I definitely didn't keep using it after the video, so now it just sits in my drawer. And like, not only did I have to buy the gua sha, but I had to buy like this facial mist and like this oil thing that I used. And collectively, I think it was like at least $60. So, and I didn't notice any like differences really at all. So, not the best purchase.
this one was a recent one, and like I have it on the list just because like I would normally never be able to like justify this much money, but like our Uber back to our hotel from the Big Ten Championship game was $99. Like $99 for a 20-minute ride. It was just like, I would never, but like I had no option. There was nothing else I could do. It was like 11:30 at night. Needed a place to get back to, so like it's on my worst purchases because I don't know if like any sort of like planning ahead could have like fixed that or something. But our mouths dropped when we saw that. I could not believe that it was that expensive. So yeah, but it was technically, since we split in half, it was only 45 or so for me, or like
50,
whatever. Yeah.
My last worst purchase that I have for this year is the Reformation dress that I
This
got.
was also on my list.
The thing is, I don't want to make it sound like I regret buying the dress because I think it's very cute and I do love the dress and I wore it to the wedding. I thought it looked good in pictures. But I don't have like a ton of nice places that I go to. So while I am willing to wear the dress again, it's like I don't know when that will even be.
Mine was kind of for the same reason. Something else too, that like my dress specifically, like the straps ended up cutting in a little bit, so it just like got a little bit more uncomfortable. The last worst purchase is very niche, but it was just something that I was scrolling through my pictures trying to think of something, and I was just like, this whole experience was a regret. Personally. But so when we were in Hawaii, this whole thing was on the vlog too, so if you want to really like feel how annoyed we were at this experience, you can go watch it. But we waited at Leonard's Bakery, is like very famous in Oahu, and so I mean, probably, I don't know if there's multiple locations in Hawaii, but we were in Oahu. And they have these, like, masalas. I'm probably saying that very wrong. I'm not even entirely sure that's what it is. But they have these, like, donut-esque things that we'd heard a lot of good things about. And the line for that was actually insane. I think we waited an hour and a half in the heat outside in the morning. And there's a whole scooter ordeal too, but I'm just not going to get into it.
Those scooters were always
But what upset me, it was like when we got up, we decided to get some plain ones and then also some like chocolate filled ones. We got like half and half, and there's like a dozen donuts. And at first we all tried like the plain ones. I was like, this is so good.
It was
like,
really good.
so good. And
were
then we
like
decided,
the 2-hour wait? I don't know, but they were good.
But then we got these like chocolate filled ones, and I bit into that and I was just like, this is not as good as the plain one. And like with how long we like waited and just like the whole ordeal, it kind of just like made me like so upset that we didn't just get more of
all
the
plain ones. Yeah,
donuts.
And then not to mention, like did we get 6 or did we get 12?
12.
Okay, like we did not eat all of them. And I was like, why did we get this many?
So I don't know, it was a very niche thing, but like it really, like that was a regret. So I had to put it.
So there you have it. That is our best and worst purchase that we could think of for the year 2021. Feel free to comment your own best or worst purchases, and we can all relishing this together.
Also, don't forget to check out our link down below with Ana Luisa because their end of the year sale is going on, so 10% off the entire site, but also on last chance jewelry, you might have up to 60% off, so go check it out.
We also need to mention that we have a podcast called According To, available wherever podcasts are available.
And also exciting weekend on vlog coming up this weekend because we're going to be doing apartment tour hunting, so if that interests you, then you should subscribe and go look out for that video.
And we'll see you guys sometime this weekend.
Bye.